Do you believe in ghosts and mysteries? Do you believe in stories that over time turn into whispers? In Willow Creek, a similar story lies buried, the story of a girl who vanished suddenly. Maya, a cheerful and enthusiastic girl who loved Willow Creek. But one day she disappeared forever. What happened to Maya? Did she run away? Or was there someone else who wanted to silence her? Thomas, a curious boy, determined to uncover Maya's story. He is determined to reveal the secrets of Willow Creek. Will Thomas be able to uncover the truth about Maya's disappearance? Will he be able to find the answer to the whispers of Willow Creek? Or is there someone who wants to stop him from knowing the truth? Watch our video, The Whispers of Willow Creek, and find out the truth about Maya's story. The old wooden swing creaked a mournful tune in the wind, a sound that echoed through the empty playground of Willow Creek. For years, the swing had been Maya's favorite. She'd pump her legs, soaring towards the sky, dreaming of adventures beyond the sleepy town. But Maya was gone now, a whisper in the wind, a faded photograph on Mrs. Peterson's mantelpiece. They said she'd run away, but the children of Willow Creek knew better. They knew the whispers of the creek, the rustling secrets that danced among the willows. I was one of those children, a skinny, freckled boy named Thomas, with a heart full of curiosity and a head full of stories. Willow Creek was my world, a place of whispering woods, babbling brooks, and the ever-present mystery of Maya's disappearance. Everyone else had moved on, accepted the official story, but I couldn't. The way Mrs. Peterson's eyes glistened when she spoke of Maya, the way the swing seemed to sigh in the wind, it all told a different tale. One sweltering summer afternoon, armed with a magnifying glass and a notebook, I ventured into the woods bordering Willow Creek. The air was thick with the scent of damp earth and pine needles. Sunlight filtered through the leaves, dappling the forest floor in shifting patterns of light and shadow. I followed the creek's meandering path, the sound of the water a constant companion. I reached a clearing where a cluster of ancient willows wept over the water's edge. Their branches, heavy with age, draped down like emerald curtains, creating a secluded haven. It was here, amidst the whispering willows, that I felt a presence, a sense of being watched. The air grew still, the only sound the gentle lapping of water against the bank. A glint of metal caught my eye. Half buried in the mud, nestled amongst the roots of a willow, was a small, tarnished silver locket. My heart pounded in my chest. Could this be a clue? I carefully cleaned the locket. It was heart-shaped, intricately engraved with tiny forget-me-nots. I opened it, and a gasp escaped my lips. Inside was a miniature photograph of Maya, her bright smile radiating from the tiny frame. On the other side, a single word was etched: Willow. The locket felt warm in my hand, as if it held a secret waiting to be unlocked. Willow, the inscription whispered. What did it mean? Was it a place, a person, a code? I returned home, the locket clutched tightly in my hand. I showed it to Mrs. Peterson, her eyes widening in recognition. Tears streamed down her face as she gently took the locket, her fingers tracing the engraving. Where did you find this, Thomas? She asked, her voice trembling. I told her about the clearing, the weeping willows, the feeling of being watched. She listened intently, her gaze fixed on the locket. Willow, she murmured. It was Maya's nickname for the creek. She loved this place. She told me she felt safe here, connected to something bigger. A flicker of understanding ignited in my mind. Maya hadn't run away. She'd gone to the creek, to her special place, seeking solace, perhaps trying to tell someone something. With Mrs. Peterson's help, I began to delve deeper into Maya's life. We discovered her journal, hidden beneath a loose floorboard in her room. It was filled with her thoughts, her dreams, her fears. She wrote about the creek, about the whispers, about a feeling of unease that had been growing within her. She felt someone was watching her, following her. The journal entries became increasingly frantic, filled with a sense of dread. The last entry was chilling. The whispers are getting louder. I think someone is here. The mystery deepened. Who was watching Maya? What were the whispers? I spent countless hours by the creek, searching for clues, trying to decipher the secrets hidden within the rustling leaves and the flowing water. I talked to the other children, asking if they'd seen anything, heard anything. One day, a little girl named Emily spoke up. "I saw Maya by the creek," she whispered, her eyes wide with fear. "She was talking to someone, a tall man with a dark hat." A tall man with a dark hat. The description sent a shiver down my spine. It was a detail that hadn't been mentioned in any of the official reports. I continued my investigation, following the trail of whispers, piecing together the fragments of Maya's story. I discovered an old abandoned mill near the creek, its wooden structure rotting and decaying. Inside, I found more clues: a torn piece of fabric matching the description of the man's hat, a faded photograph of the mill's former owner, a man with piercing eyes and a sinister smile. The pieces of the puzzle were starting to fit together. The mill owner, Mr. Silas Blackwood, had a reputation for being a recluse, a strange and unsettling man. He had disappeared shortly after Maya, leaving behind only rumors and whispers. I knew then, with a certainty that settled deep in my bones, that Mr. Blackwood was the key to Maya's disappearance. He was the one who had been watching her, the one who had silenced her whispers. With the help of the local sheriff, we tracked down Mr. Blackwood. He was living in a secluded cabin deep in the woods, far from Willow Creek, far from the whispers. He confessed to everything. He had been obsessed with Maya, her youth, her vibrancy, her connection to the creek. He had followed her, watched her, his obsession growing into something dark and dangerous. He had confronted her at the creek, his whispers turning into threats, his fascination into violence. Justice was served, but the scars remained. The swing in the playground still creaked in the wind, a mournful reminder of the girl who had soared towards the sky, only to be silenced by the whispers of Willow Creek. The experience changed me. It opened my eyes to the darkness that can lurk beneath the surface of even the most peaceful places. It taught me the importance of listening to the whispers, of paying attention to the subtle clues that life leaves behind. And it instilled in me a deep respect for the power of stories, the way they can illuminate the truth, even in the darkest of times. I never forgot Maya, her bright smile, her love for the creek, and every time I heard the wind rustling through the willows, I listened closely, hoping to hear her whisper. A message from the other side, a thank you for uncovering the truth. For in the whispers of Willow Creek, her story lived on, a reminder that even in the face of tragedy, hope can still bloom, like a forget-me-not in the heart of the forest. The whispers of Willow Creek continue to echo through the trees, a reminder of the secrets that lie hidden just beneath the surface. What mysteries lie hidden in your own town? Let us know in the comments. Thank you for watching.